Hey y'all, I'm recording from my room. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, today I actually wanted to discuss a story behind Sacred. Sacred, this is about a boy um, who was molested when he was little, right? I am still questioning how is it that the environment I grew up in. Uh, everywhere I grew up in. I grew up in a not that it's a toxic home or abusive home, but um, I went through a lot enough to where DCF had to be called in my life. So you know how I work for CPS and DCF, so I see all these cases that get open where people go through, kids go through abuse, they go through neglect, and well, I don't want to make the video long, but so this boy in the poem went through molestation. He didn't know it was. He, I didn't know what it was because it felt good. I mean, I'm a guy, talking about a girl here. Um, she was a child as well. I'm not gonna say her name, but she's 40. Um, this boy just met her. Well, I just met her when I was little. Um, and basically my parents trusted her to be in the room with me, of course, because she was family in a way, but she is actually my distant cousin. um, like I mentioned, I'm not going to mention her name, but well, I actually wrote two poems. One has no, with the boy's perspective, and the other one basically we're going to share later. It goes towards her. Um, but I never told anybody this. Never, not once. And it wasn't until I was 25 when I told my mom. And now my mom, of course, forgot that I was the one that told her. But nobody ever found out. Actually, the one person who probably could have known something was my cousin Allison. But I didn't know exactly if she ever found out what happened or what transpired, right? I'm not going to go into details as to what exactly happened, but it did. Just recap, I was 10, all right, and she was 14. I wouldn't call it molestation because she's a girl too, but it wasn't consensual, of course, because I didn't know what was going on. I was still innocent. I didn't know anything about. And when she became part of my life, I wanted to basically, I didn't know what was what, right? Um, so well, I'm gonna read the poem not to make the video too long, but the poem goes something like this. Something sacred broke in him before the sun rose the following morning. Something sacred no longer in existing, forcing him to age so fast. It wasn't just his innocence stolen, but a whole map of his childhood, with trembling hands, forced to rewrite another book. He remained silent after the encounter, as he was too scared to approach anyone. Such a child was he, being cracked open to a whole new world he wasn't quite ready for. Yet he has that distant memory of those lips that should have never touched him, somehow forced to walk paths less traveled. Years came by so fast after that, every summer gaze of having an easy arousal, learning how to walk differently after the relative betrayal. It no longer felt like home anymore. He wore silence like an armor, as something should have never happened. Years after that, he started to steer away from being so innocent, having multiple intimate encounters, forced to write a story he never agreed to. Was it ever his fault? He was left forever broken in a world he wasn't quite ready for. After such encounter, The world became a synopsis of a home full of dark rooms, with doors he would never open if it never happened. A dark place still remaining curious to him. It wasn't just his innocence stolen, but a child that will remain forever curious. Having multiple encounters, afraid of being judged, he continues to move through the world, remaining curious, moving through the darkness, still trembling in the dark rooms. I'm tempted to rewrite a story once forced to write too soon. From the ashes, she comes out of those rooms, becoming a man in a child's body. From the innocence gone too soon, just a distant memory left in place, not traveled back again. I'll tell you more about this story, about this background in another video, because like I said, I did write another poem. The other poem is directed towards the person, and this poem, this idea actually came up about 2 weeks ago. I actually wrote this poem 2 weeks ago. I shared it with my colleague, where I'm doing my internship at. The reason why is because the memory just hit me out of the blue about what happened so long ago. I do have vivid memories of everything that happens throughout my childhood, as I grow up, as I age and everything. So I remember everything as it happened yesterday, right? And I just wanted to share with you guys that I will tell more about the story later in another video, once I share the poem, once I share the song that came out of that poem. Again, this is my room where my wife and I sleep. That's my family back in the, this was like 3-4 years ago. But peace, guys. Thank you for listening.